main things to do here in Wellington is hidden at the end of this lane. So come with me to discover why there's normally a line over here, unless you're early. Hello from Wellington, the capital of New Zealand. Wellington holds two records. It's the world's southernmost capital city and the world's windiest city by average wind speed. It even looks like I'm doing a time lapse, but no, this is real time. This is our second video here, and today we're gonna walk around the central business district. But first, we're doing what every tourist here wants to do. This is the shoreline in 1840. Look at that, how far we are from the ocean. Cannot even see it. We're like 2-3 blocks from the ocean. Oh my God, just us. Oh no, we got company. And here's another tip. Buy your ticket on the website because you can skip the line in case there's one. Just like I mentioned in the previous video, up here they also have original costumes from The Lord of the Rings to celebrate 20 years of the movies. Now, do you remember which ones are these?
Third Age elf armor.
These are the elves, and this other one here.
Royal Guide of the Rohan.
You can also walk up here, but the cable car is one of the most recognizable symbols of Wellington, and it took less than 5 minutes, so why not? In love and we thought that nothing could ever keep. Remember that sign you saw where the shoreline used to be?
Yeah.
It was not only because of landfills. Look at what caused the change.
Oh.
An earthquake. Wellington rose 1 to 1.5 meters.
The city rose.
Yeah, that was in 1855.
Wow.
That's scary, huh?
Scary.
The epicenter was just beyond those hills.
Oh, really? Want to move here?
I'm not sure anymore. Is that mine? No, come on. I can't believe you. It's gone now.
No. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Yeah.
We wouldn't get a seat here later, huh?
Why?
3 cruise ships are arriving in town today.
How many tours?
3 to 5,000, I'd say.
And look, it is empty. It is empty in the morning.
Seriously, the cruise ships are such a big deal here that on the website of the cable car company, they alert you when the cruise ships are arriving. They give you date and time, and they ask you to avoid coming here those times at any cost. Our hotel is right next door, and we passed here. We saw a lot of people.
What time is it, Renata? 9:50, and there's a big line for the cable car.
And remember, there are only 2 cable cars. Seriously, these hot chocolates in New Zealand are amazing. In Australia as well. I don't know why they don't prepare like this in the US.
¿Cuántas calorías?
Thousands.
3 times.
But it is worth it.
The place is empty before the crowds. Just you and the cicadas.
This is called a cable car, but technically it's a funicular, right?
I guess.
But there's a reason why they call cable cars.
Because they use cables.
Super genius.
This is the original one, and they used this one for 76 years. Very few people would fit here.
The cable car was important. You know why? Because people lived up here.
They still do.
Yeah.
Not only for tourism, huh?
This is the cable room. Grips the cable. The cable moves it down, moves it up. Uh-oh. He's confused.
Not good.
It's big machinery, huh? Big. Look at all this. Does this remind you of something?
The teapots in Abu Dhabi that everybody told us they're coffee pots.
Go look at those teapots in Abu Dhabi, people.
They're coffee pots. We got them wrong.
Read my eyes, do I want to stay? If you thought you were
The cruise ships have arrived. I can see them hidden here behind these buildings. The view is amazing, but this is not the only reason why people come over here.
There's a botanic garden up here. Now, here's the most amazing thing I've never seen anywhere. The botanic garden goes from uphill to downhill. So you can walk these paths, seeing the botanic garden for free. You don't even need to get the cable car back. And right here, first example of a tree that is native to New Zealand. This tree, this is the cabbage tree.
So you just follow those flower markings and just keep heading downhill.
Okay, thank you very much. It is huge. Look at this. They even give you a map. 35-minute walk down. Now this. Amazing, huh? These trees are native to New Zealand. They're called pukutukawa.
Interesting how the roots work its way through, huh?
When I saw the name pine for the tree, I couldn't understand why, because it's totally different from the typical pine trees as we know them. But look at this. Instead of being in like a pine tree, Christmas tree like, they have the branches. Here they give various examples of how the plants and fungi were used for medicinal purposes throughout the centuries.
You go right, I go left.
I want to go left. If you go right, you go left. Remember this? She told us to follow this.
Hola. Hola.
Wow, how beautiful.
Hola, little bee. Come on.
The most beautiful downhill walk ever. My life.
But it was not done yet. We thought we had arrived at the bottom, but we soon discovered there was more to see. Even a different view of the city.
You finished the walk in a beautiful rose garden. So now let's go see what else there's to do in Wellington. That's interesting. To go to the city, you go through a cemetery.
He's trying to get out. He's coming out. Don't walk by yourself, Renata.
Don't walk by yourself at night here.
No, not yet. He's getting out.
This is the oldest cemetery in Wellington, dating back to 1840 when the first British settlers arrived here. So many of those pioneers are buried here.
Look how big that is.
Yeah. Oh, the cemetery continues across the freeway. Oh, look at that. You're arriving in one of the most recognized buildings in New Zealand. This is the Beehive. Why? Because it resembles a beehive. In case you missed my previous video, Wellington is the capital of New Zealand, and the Beehive is the executive wing of the parliament. It houses the offices of the ministers. You can visit the parliament. It is totally free, but you cannot take photos or film. If you're not doing a YouTube video, it should be very nice. For us, we'll just keep sightseeing.
Hola.
This is a memorial to all the soldiers that died in World War I and World War II. What a beautiful area. You have the parliament over here, old government buildings over here. After an 8-minute walk, you arrive at a beautiful historical church here.
Built in 1866, entirely from native timbers, 19th century Gothic Revival architecture. Major effort in the 1960s to save the church, now a non-denominational heritage property.
They're setting up for an event here today. Very nice. This is an old Anglican church called Old St. Paul's. Why? Because there's new St. Paul's. They built a bigger church a couple blocks away, and the church is lovely, all in wood. Now, entrance is by donation, and I love New Zealand because we have no cash on us, but they also accept credit cards. It's a fixed price though if you're going by credit cards, either 5 or 15. We're back here in the Parliament area, and we're gonna walk along one of the most famous avenues in town. Ready to eat, Gordon?
Absolutely.
Hi, can I get the fish of the day with chips, please?
Oh, that's 12.20.
Thank you. As we were so close to this beautiful harbor, look at this. And we came across that seafood market. We had the idea of buying some fish and chips and come for a picnic right here. Instead of going with the traditional fish and chips, which is fried, we opted for a grilled version.
That's good.
Your face was not sure.
That's good. Kind of like a halibut. It's pretty meaty.
Maybe it is. We just don't know. This is the fish of the day, huh? No. Wow. It's delicious. This was actually a cool idea.
You're welcome.
It's cool.
Having fish and chips?
I mean, eating here.
I'm full of those great ideas.
The waterfront here in Wellington is so nice, so beautiful. And if you want to learn more, what do?
Watch our video.
Exactly. Our previous video was entirely here. The plan for today is to walk all this. Look at this. You can charge your car right here on the street. And just like that, we're back on Lambton Quay. We started the video right here on the streets. That's where we got the cable car, and that's where I read about the shoreline, you know. This intrigued me, and I kept doing some more research and discovered that this area here, this street, was even known as the beach. The 1855 earthquake actually pushed this area 250 meters inland, away from the shore.
That's a lot.
But you imagine that? You know, you're at the beach, all of a sudden you're not anymore.
I wouldn't be at the beach. I'd be running.
This is the site of the original European settlement in New Zealand back in 1840, and today, look at this. This is the heart of the central business district, and it's a major commercial area. And you know what? These shops here are open on Sundays. I saw online everybody saying that everything shuts down on Sundays in New Zealand. Not here. We arrived on a Sunday and everything was booming. Oh, look at this. You can even get a shuttle to the airport right from here. Wow, look at how the old bank was transformed into a shopping mall, an arcade as they call here. And it is so charming. Shops on both sides with a coffee shop in the middle. Wow, and here's the surprise of the day. This clock here opens up and it tells a story of the Bank of New Zealand. Wow, this happens every hour on top of the hour. They preserve a lot of the details here of the bank. Okay, Gordon, here's your chance. That's the vault. Does it move?
No.
No.
It's all fixed.
No luck today, huh?
Dynamite to open it.
No, not our day.